Yo, we are live straight off the bat. No intro needed. Welcome back, Baller Central. We're here to talk all things NFL today. Week 18, a lot of coaching changes, our rewards for this year, and our preview / picks for Wild Card Weekend. If you're new, welcome back. Or if you're new, welcome in general. Not welcome back.
Yeah.
But your boys are here. Myself, John, and Elijah. We're in our sport jackets just because awards season. So we're excited to talk about everything. Hey, if you're listening via audio, appreciate it. Feel free to give us whatever feedback is on audio. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, follow, like, comment, subscribe, put a notification so no one go live for audios, for podcasts, and hey, maybe the occasional watch party, NBA, NFL, WWE, you name it. So, hey, before we get into things, how is everybody doing today? Get the little.
Elijah, you want to go first?
I'm chilling, man. I'm ready to get into it. That's all. Like,
I hear you.
Here's business today.
Here's what I want to say, and I understand that you want to do pleasantries every single time.
True. Force of habit.
But like,
True.
we have a chat.
Facts.
Yeah, it's like when you get a routine, it's kind of hard to get out of that routine. It's this type of thing.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get into it.
For me, I'm just ready to get it. I'm ready to get straight into it because, like I said, we have a chat.
Because no offense, there have been things being said, all right, and I'm ready to say our things. So let's get it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so hey, let's jump right into it then. No pleasantries. First up.
No disrespect. No disrespect. I just want to say that again. No disrespect.
Hey, all good. Whoever gets the ball rolling faster, I am down for. So first thing up, Saturday football, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. Cincinnati stayed alive, and the Steelers are reeling. John, I know you're very high on the Steelers this year. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you for Pittsburgh?
I mean, they're playing Baltimore, so I'm pretty worried. This is a rivalry matchup game, so I'm hoping it stays close. But after what I saw against Cincinnati, who did not make the playoffs, I am a little bit worried for Pittsburgh, no doubt. And I mean, just their offense in general, like they need to get it going. But that's all I got thoughts. I mean, I'm happy with how they got here. I'm happy with how they played this year so far overall. I mean, I get they lost their last couple games. What was it, 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah,
4 or 5. I mean, it was a bad. I mean, but they played really good teams. So I mean,
yeah.
And they were semi-competitive in some of those games. So yeah, I don't know. I think overall they had a pretty good year. But that's just what I think. What about you?
So far, you can knock off. Steelers compete for division. I think they're like one game back. They're fighting all the way to the last week. So check mark for you. But you did not get the division win. So hey, 1 out of 2 is not bad, right?
Yeah. I should have known that going in because I liked Baltimore. So I mean,
Hey, it was one hell of a shot. They're one game behind in Baltimore, so that's a great call. So up to you. Yeah, for me, for Pittsburgh, it's their offense. We already know has a good defense, but Arthur Smith. People's been a lot of complaints for Arthur Smith the last 4 or 5 weeks. George Pickens has been getting a lot of complaints, so it might be wraps for Pittsburgh. Well, it probably will because I doubt if Baltimore loses this matchup. Ooh.
I hear you.
Lamar will be entering the James Harden conversations.
You really think so? If Baltimore loses, he's now James Harden. Stop. I still think he's the person we root for. I don't know. James Harden at one point took money and dipped. You know what I mean? Not all the way. Like he definitely
James Harden at one point performed in the playoffs. One point.
Okay. I'm referring more to when he took the Rocket money, but I hear you.
That could be Lamar's last year where he performed last year and ended up losing to Mahomes. Mahomes is Curry.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I just think the NBA is deeper. You know what I mean?
That's true. But Lamar has numbers wise and like playoff stats, whatever you want to call them, historically struggled in the playoffs.
Sure.
Except for last year.
Either been hurt or just hasn't performed. And the person that's entering the conversation is Josh Allen if he doesn't perform. But we'll get to that one later. So my answer is goodbye, Pittsburgh. That's what we're talking about. Goodbye, Pittsburgh. You're done. Okay. After this week, it's over.
Absolutely.
After Cincinnati? No, I hear that.
Yep.
No Cinderella one. It's over.
And next up, Falcons. Yeah, those rough back end of the year for the Falcons. Great October, but flat on their faces the rest of the year. They bench Kirk Cousins. They give Mr. Michael Penix a try. He gets him some games, but the ball was not in their court for the last week of the season. They needed the Saints and them to win, and they got neither. They lost. Bryce Young torched them for 5 touchdowns, I believe.
Yeah.
So, hey, tough year for Atlanta. they're like a lot of people are thinking them about being like Super Bowl hopeful. So, yikes! But hey, Bryce Young, bright future for him. A lot of people are calling him bust early. This is why maybe some people don't need to go off of 1 year, 2 years, let the whole rookie year play out or rookie contract play out. So,
Thank you,
how do
Phil.
you feel about Houston / not Houston, Atlanta / Carolina game overall?
Thank you, Phil, because what I got to take away from the game was congratulations, Bryce Young. You have now entered into the NFL. Like, you're here now. You have arrived. That's what it looks like to me. And like now you about to really play some football next year, and I'm excited.
And he's still getting a new head coach, right?
I don't think they're getting I don't think they're going to fire anybody. I think they're going to.
Yeah, after that game against Atlanta, I don't think they'll fire anybody.
They think they're going to go with this crew. So do you think Bryce is going to be really good after this? That's all I'm saying. Like, do you think it's
if
not
they
on Bryce
pieces,
coaching?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm still here though. But go ahead, continue, John.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I really love that point, and my question then leads to Bryce Young getting benched at the beginning of this year and then firing their head thing. So I felt like maybe Carolina still had their coaching thing up in the air. Maybe they didn't. You know what I mean? Maybe they're going to go into the next year with this exact. But like, what I'm just trying to get at is,
I thought David Canales was still the head coach, right? Is he?
Is he? I don't.
I'll double check on that.
I'm sorry. I thought. Yeah.
Also, with that being said about Bryce Young,
I'm sorry about that.
We could also say the same thing about CJ Stroud. People crowned him really, really early his first year, but then he fell down to earth the second year. And he struggled mightily this year for Houston. And they are limping.
Like I said with CJ Stroud, give him time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can't crown him too early, and you can't call him a bust too early. Basically both sides of the coin.
Because like what happens when, like, for example, CJ Stroud's offensive line or playmakers all got hurt? You know what I mean? Who's he throwing the ball to?
It is the same head coach, David Canales.
Okay, cool. So I'm just saying, like, I mean, good move for Canales to eventually put Bryce Young back in and get his development going back. I didn't like them throwing him under the bus earlier in the year, and I think he's definitely proved at least that he's not that person. You know what I mean? He's not the person that deserves to get benched. That's all I'm trying to say.
Bryce Young was so confident in that game versus the Falcons. Even in overtime, he did a no-look touchdown pass. You know how Curry turns around and does the three-pointers? He did a no-look touchdown pass to David. I believe it was David Moore in the end zone. It was crazy. It was a beautiful thing to see. So shout out to Bryce Young. You know, he silenced a lot of people. Let's hope that he can keep up this productivity. Just because,
Phil, as much as I want to say congrats to Bryce Young, like going back into Atlanta before Alex was back, going back into Atlanta, they collapsed. Like, I need to talk to Kenny low-key and just be like, how you doing? Is everything okay? Like, just because, like, as a Jets Giants fan, we're not okay. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you gotta like just check in with people, like OJ Mayer, we'll get Gerard Mayo, we'll get into that later. But he got fired. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I mean, Atlanta collapsed. Like, they spent so much money on Kirk Cousins, and then nothing happened with that. And then Michael Penix, I mean, he was a little impressive, but nothing compared to the other rookies in this class. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he balled out against Washington, though. The Commanders game. Ooh,
I mean, he tried, but like, I mean,
I think it was. Kenny said it was. Yeah, Kenny said it was. They should have benched Kirk Cousins like a game or two before.
Okay,
but going off of that October with Kirk Cousins, no one could have predicted this huge ass fall off because he was having a great October.
It was, yeah.
But then,
and I mean, that's the crazy thing. If like we're talking, I know it's like we're talking about in a way something irrelevant in Carolina, Atlanta, but like, if you were to freeze time right now and then go back into the beginning of the season when Bryce Young got benched and Atlanta was number one and you thought they were going to win the Super Bowl and you thought Bryce Young's career was done, like, you need to pay attention to football more. And that's where fans, I don't want to say they fall short, but like I'm arguing with a bunch of Giants fans over this whole debacle that's going on. And like, they're telling me, oh, you still think Saquon should have stayed? He had an MVP type season. Shut up. Like, oh, we think we could have afforded him? Yeah, he was worth 2 or 3 contracts. Here are the contracts that we shouldn't have paid. Here are the contracts that we should. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be like that, but like, if you pay attention more, I'm glad this podcast lets us do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, with I was talking with Kenny during the games. Actually, he said during halftime, I think the Falcons were up and the Saints were up. He says, "Watch this. The Bucks come back last second and the Falcons lose last second, and
that's what
that happened." So,
yeah.
Elijah, what do you think about the Falcons and Panthers?
I didn't hear none of the conversation y'all just had. Let's start with this. Mike Evans missed 4 games this year, so I'm not mad at the stat padding. I'll say that.
Sure.
The Bucks, I know exactly when they woke up, and Baker Mayfield did a great job of initiating that. He also did a great job of not trying to force feed Mike Evans after the wake up. Like when they woke up, I also think it was really just Baker making better decisions instead of trying to force him to get that 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I feel like the right team won the division. Like it was said, the Falcons started off the season hot and completely just fell off the face of the earth. And you can't do that if you want to go to the playoffs in the NFL. You got to get hot at the right time. Granted, the Bucks, they actually started out slow, and they ended up getting hot at the right time. They lost Godwin, they lost Evans for a portion of the season. Jalen McMillan stepped up, Bucky Irvin stepped up, Rashad White stepped up, Cade Otton stepped up for the time that he was healthy. I forgot who their other tight end was. He scored on something.
I think Durham. Something
yes,
Durham.
He definitely, and he scored on Sunday. So, like, next man up mentality. The guys stepped up. They did what they had to do, and they are now in the playoffs. Who are they seeing?
They're facing the Commanders.
They're facing the Commanders. We're not talking about the playoff matchups yet, right? Or
no, not yet. No.
Not yet. Okay. So, as for that, I feel like the right team won the NFC South. That's all I can say about it. The Bucks just got hot at the time, and the Falcons didn't. But next year it'll be a different story because Penix is unbelievable. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed his quarterback play since he took over. I've enjoyed his quarterback play.
Okay, I think it's been good. I think he hasn't done anything too flashy or too horrible yet because he has. I haven't seen him play enough personally.
No,
I've seen him play a little bit, but not enough. That's all I'm trying to say.
But then again, with you saying he hasn't done anything flashy, like
not too like what I'm saying is like Drake May, like all these other rookies, you can go back to 3 or 4 games. You know what I mean? Penix, you can go back to 1. You know what I mean? Which that's all I'm saying.
The Commanders.
Well, he's shown great poise. I think great decision making, and he's been accurate.
Yeah.
I think he only has 1 pick, which was to Kyle Pitts that dropped.
So yeah.
Like I said, I think
he has 2.
Play. Oh, he has 2.
Yeah, the first play of the Commanders game.
I guess whatever.
I don't remember that one, but
yeah.
Like I said, for what I've seen, I've enjoyed his quarterback play. He's shown poise. He's shown accuracy.
Okay.
Great decision making. Bijan, the offense completely opened up for Bijan as well when they got Penix in there. So I don't know.
And I don't want to sound surprised. I'm just saying that, like, you watched him more than I've watched him. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I appreciate that analogy because, like it's not that I haven't been watching him. It's just that, like, I wish we had more time with them. I wish they didn't sign Kirk Cousins for that much money and waste all that and then not give this kid time and opportunity against teams that he could have torched. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying.
I find it crazy that they signed him and drafted. I'm sorry.
Spicy.
Gotta handle that level. Let's get it.
But I find it crazy that they signed Cousins and drafted Penix.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Penix was going to be the answer all along. When they drafted him, I was kind of like, I knew Penix was going to end up starting this season. Because there's no way you draft this guy at 6, not expecting your $180 million man to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
it is what it is. Like I said, next season, I'm excited to see what Penix does.
True.
This week, I'm excited to see what Baker and the Bucks do. But we'll get into that. Yeah.
So, also, last thing to touch before the Bucks, after just on the Bucks and Saints game, a lot of people are questioning or like trying to legitimize or not trying to legitimize Mike Evans 1K seasons. Like, oh, he got barely on this year, 6 yards over on this year. They're trying to call him like stat pattern or something like that. So
I don't want to call it stat padding. Look at the games he's missed in those seasons that he barely got it.
Is it wrong to even decline? I don't care if it's stat padding. But he did it. Like, you didn't play a lick in the NFL, and you're going to talk about how he barely got 1,000. Like, he did it for 11 years. Like,
it's not even that you haven't played in the NFL. We're talking about.
You can't even appreciate that, though. Like, you can't even, like
if the Saints didn't want him to get it, they could have lined everybody up on Mike Evans on that last play.
And they did for the first half. Yeah, you were going to talk about how, like, they target him double, triple coverage sometimes. I mean, it is what it is.
Imagine if Marshawn Lattimore were there. They would have been fighting right off the bat. Just like next week.
He probably would have threw. He probably would have threw hands. They probably will throw hands next week. It's crazy. Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have got it. But he did, so what can you say?
Yeah.
Right.
The same thing, and I'm going to use this comparison, and I hate to say it. Tatum has a ring. What can I really say?
Sure, exactly.
Okay?
Hey, Phil's gonna have to say that in a few months when he gets in the hall. I'm just saying.
Hey,
what can you really say? What can you really say?
What can you really say? He did it.
He did
True.
it. I like that.
True.
Congrats.
Okay. Next up, speaking about Boston, AFC East, the Jets and the Dolphins. Very interesting game because after that game, we're not talking about the game, but what the after effects of the game. Aaron Rodgers might retire, and pretty much Tyreek Hill said deuces to the Dolphins. So, yeah, apparently people are leaving. Tyreek Hill put on his profile picture the picture of Antonio Brown leaving the game as a Buck during the Jets game. So
I like that.
So
fact check?
What happened?
Was that fact check? Was that?
Yeah, he did do that. He did that to
on his Twitter right now.
That was only to troll ESPN though. It wasn't like
actually on his Twitter.
I swear to God.
On his Twitter. It's Antonio Brown's body, shirtless, giving the peace sign, but Tyreek Hill's face.
It was real good art. Good art.
So yeah.
Are you sure?
As Jets fans,
he might have taken it absolutely. Down. Did he take it down?
Might have taken it down then.
Okay. Because he did have all day with Mike McDaniels. So
because Antonio Brown retweeted that shit too.
Oh, did he? Oh my God.
I don't think that was real.
I was like, ESPN.
Because this has been his profile for a while.
Something
that was his profile. Straight up. That was his regular profile picture. Yeah. Was it his profile picture or just tweet a picture?
He didn't tweet the picture. I think it was one of these fake accounts that caught everybody.
Okay.
Imagine.
That's what I think happened because I don't remember seeing that. I follow him on Twitter.
X. I was gonna say they caught it. I'm pretty sure Antonio Brown retweeted it. That's what I heard from somebody else. But
I think it was a joke and everybody got caught.
Got you.
Imagine if it is.
But either way, I mean, I don't know. I'm not buying into anything anyone's saying over ESPN right now on any of these people leaving. Like, unless you're DJ Reed and you straight up say, "Hey, I'm not re-signing with the Jets," which he did, and it's because the Jets screwed him over with money. So I understand. You know what I mean? And to that, I thank you, DJ Reed, for your hard effort and your play because I miss you, bro.
Currently, at the state of the Jets, I hope Aaron Rodgers does retire because nobody's really going to want him anyway.
Well, then what happens about
the in the league? I do not think there's a team in the league that will willingly take on the rest of his deal for one.
Sure.
If he does get cut or anything, maybe a team will take a gamble on him at a league minimum.
Sure.
But there's no team that really would need his services. Like, there's nothing for him in Vegas, where they probably need a quarterback. Another team that might need a quarterback. Name one.
Cleveland
Browns. Yeah, sorry. I'm just because they're stupid enough to do it.
Aaron's not going to go there.
Cleveland would be stupid enough to do it, though. You know what I mean?
Aaron's not going to go there, though.
I know, because it's way too cold. But I'm just saying. 49ers.
There's nowhere else for him to go.
49ers during a Brock Purdy discussion. I could see it for a league minimum.
Why would they do that?
Is it Brock Purdy's
the same system as Aaron Rodgers?
Brock Purdy's contract year or next year?
What?
Oh, is Brock Purdy's contract year this year or next year? Next year.
This year. I thought it was this year.
No, it's not. This is Brock's 3rd year. It's next year.
Oh yeah.
Is it? I'm pretty sure they were negotiating for this summer though. That's why I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. I don't know. And I think he's going to hold out next year. That's why I'm pretty sure. That's what they were talking about. That's why he got taken out.
I'm talking about that's next year. Like his first season was the year he tore his UCL or whatever.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is I think he wants to get paid
year,
this
he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
this was year 3. So year 4 is when they make that decision.
Yeah, but I think he's going to sit if he doesn't get paid.
That's next year though.
Oh, he wants to get paid early.
That's what we're talking about next year, though, right? Aren't we talking about Aaron Rodgers going somewhere?
Yeah, next year.
No, I'm talking about next summer.
No, I'm talking about he's sitting this summer. That's what I'm talking about. He's not going to sit this summer. You're not? Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they want a contract, and if he doesn't get his contract, he's sitting. That's what I'm hearing.
You think the Saints? Because Tennessee's probably going to draft a quarter.
I think there's going to be 3 NFL teams that would take on Aaron Rodgers at a point. I don't know. I don't mean to be like that, but I think there would be at least 3 desperate NFL teams to take on a quarterback. Joe Flacco came back. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Maybe. I mean,
yeah. They believe Anthony Richardson probably can start next year. So
yeah. I think the Colts are going to draft somebody too. No offense. I don't mean to be like that.
Also, the Titans, they might go Hunter. Who knows? They might need Aaron
Rodgers. I feel like who has the first pick?
The Titans. Yeah.
I think the Titans take Shador. Who has 2?
The Browns.
They taking Travis.
And then the Giants right there, John.
Yeah.
Giants are going to take Cam.
Yeah, we'll take Cam.
That would be great.
Cam.
The New England at 4.
That's my top 3. That's what I think is going to happen.
Well, we ain't gonna not talk about how you were celebrating how the Giants got knocked out of number 1, and now we ain't gonna celebrate when the Patriots got knocked out of number 1. Absolutely,
you have every right to. Go ahead. Yeah,
that's right. Baby.
God damn it, Joe Milton. Shout out Joe though. That backflip was crazy.
Joe Milton, my favorite backup quarterback in the NFL.
Okay,
no one's better.
And so the last game we're gonna talk about before we get into the coaching. Ooh, that was no good. Last game before we go into the coaching carousel. The NFC North crown battle. Yeah, Detroit just absolutely kicked ass. No David Montgomery, no problem. No defense, no problem. Jahmyr Gibbs said, I'll put y'all on my back. 4 TDs. Oof. And now the Lions are Super Bowl favorites, odds-wise. Oof. How scary can this team be in the playoffs? The Detroit Lions at the number 1 seed in the NFC.
They just got an extra week to get healthy. They got a 2 week. Monty is he's eligible to come back.
Division round, yeah.
He's eligible to come back this week. Now he has an extra week.
Yeah, they said
Terry and Arnold will be back. I wish Aiden Hutchinson could come back, but
yeah,
they have a few guys that are coming back. That linebacker core, they should be fully healthy by their game. They should have all their D-backs. They should have all their linebackers, and they should have majority of their D-line backs. So, with that being said, this NFC is going to get. I think the NFC is going to walk.
Who do you think they play to go to the Super Bowl?
Let's talk about that.
You think
down the road.
I'm just saying.
Hey, yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, this team, like Elijah said, you give them an extra week to get prepared, get healthy. I don't see anyone in the AFC stopping their path to the Super Bowl.
And this is not going to happen. But I heard through some BS grapevine that the Dolphins, since they didn't make the playoffs, could drop their veterans like Campbell. Could sign with Detroit. I'm not saying it will ever happen. It probably won't happen.
You can't sign someone during the playoffs, right?
No, not during the playoffs. I think that's the catch-all. They were talking about it a couple weeks ago, but then the Dolphins had a chance to go.
But now it's officially in playoff season, right? You can't sign.
It's playoff season. I don't think you can sign anybody.
Should have did it 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago.
Did the Chargers just sign Zeke?
But that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like they add veterans. People add veterans.
Did they add them before the week or?
I don't know.
They added him. They added him. I think yesterday actually. But Zeke has been released since week 16 or 15.
Yeah. He was available. So your waivers have to go through by a certain date. You can't be playing with 2 different people. I know it's a BS, but I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit signs a veteran of something. to add to their squad. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. So, hey, we're excited. I'm excited to see how Detroit plays in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure all roads go through Detroit, so we'll see what happens. Next up, coaching carousel. A lot of coaching moves got made, but we're going to talk about like 4 specific ones. John, you want to get your Giants rant out the way? They kept Dabble, which I'm not too upset about, but they also kept your favorite GM of all time, Mr. Joe Schoen.
Well, I said at the beginning of this season, I said I wanted Joe Schoen to be fired, and it waited all year. And guess what? They won't be. And I have a couple things to say about this, but basically what John Mara said is they're a win now mode. They have one season to do it. So Joe Schoen is the most dangerous person in the NFL as of right now. He's on the hot seat to be fired next year if they don't have a winning season. And guess what? Look at who they're playing. They're not going to have a winning season. But whatever. Let's just keep this thing on hold for another year, and let's just let this guy who had 2 bad drafts, 2022, bad draft. Was it 2021 or was it 2023? I think, no, last year he had a decent draft. 2021 was a bad draft too, all right? He let Saquon walk out the door. He let Xavier McKinney walk out the door. He let Jordan Love walk out the door. He let a lot of people walk out the door, all right? I wish we let him walk out the door, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it on hold. Hopefully Daboll will do something with a rookie quarterback that we're going to have to draft out of necessity, all right? And by the way, for all the Giants fans who said wait until Archie Manning comes back.
I've been seeing a lot of that too.
He's not coming in 2 years. He's not coming in 2 years. He's staying in Texas. He's going to stay for all 4 years like his uncles and whatever. It is what it is. And no offense, I'm going to start accusing people of being racist soon. No offense, Phil. No offense. I don't mean to be like that, but I'm going to start accusing people of being racist soon. Because guess how many black quarterbacks the Giants have had in their history? 100 years. Guess how many?
2?
Nope, 1. Guess who it was?
Didn't Tyrod play for y'all?
No, now it's 2. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It was 2.
Tyrod and Geno, right?
He started 2 games. My bad. He started 2 games. My bad. Geno took over for Eli, and that was the first one. But they never really considered him a starter. And then Tyrod.
Yeah.
That was also during the same years.
How did you feel about like certain Giants fans saying we should draft Will Johnson, the DB from Michigan, and then since the next year's quarterback draft class is better than this year's?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a joke. If you're not going to take Shedeur Sanders or Ward out of Miami, I question what you're doing. Like I really question what you're doing because who do we have on the who are we waiting for? Drew Lock is not the answer. If I have to watch Drew Lock for one more season, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a hard time being a Giants fan. I'll tell you that. Real hard. Because guess what? Tracy was a good pick in the 5th round, but you have no offensive line.
Tyrone Tracy did have a good year.
But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm doing too much. Elijah.
Told me on Sunday, though.
My bad. And I'm sorry about missing Tyrod Taylor. My bad. He was a great Giant. I apologize for that. I'm just annoyed that there are always talks of punting like down the line. And it's just like we'll never know who's going to be the best quarterback. Take someone, evaluate them, let Daboll run with them. I'm happy Daboll stayed, and I guess to keep Daboll, you have to keep Shane. But I don't have any faith. I don't know. Up to you. Elijah, you're next. Sorry. What do you think about the Giants? To be honest, horrible.
Dumpster fire. Right next to the Raiders right now, next to the Titans. Y'all, all 3 of you guys are in the same boat. And I'm this close to putting the Jets in that same boat. Just a dumpster fire all around. But the difference is the Jets have pieces. The Giants don't. You got Tracy. Well, you got Tracy and Neighbors.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think he broke the receptions in the season for.
He did for Giants. Yeah, he beat Steve Smith. Which congratulations to him. Thank you very much. But
before quarterbacks.
The last thing I just want to say is like John Mara said he respects the vision. What vision after Hard Knocks to now did you see? We went 3 and something. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And Elijah, you're not wrong. If the vision was better, it would be better. And honestly, the Jets are way closer. They're almost. I'm almost with you. They're almost in that basket. If you don't sign a new general manager and head coach that have their head screwed on right. All right, no offense. I don't mean to be like that. I can't take this anymore. I can't. Next, let's move on to the next head coach. Who's the next on our coaching carousel? Now, these are the people who are left or leaving.
Gotcha.
Sorry about that.
Rightfully, Jags finally fired Doug Peterson after disappointment years with Mr. Trevor Lawrence. So, we'll see what happens with that. I guess there's a lot of good people available. Apparently, everyone from the Lions coaching tree is going to be gone. Ben Johnson and I think what was the DC name? Aaron Glenn. So they're most likely gone. Rex Ryan is throwing his hat in the coaching carousel. The Jets already interviewed him. But yeah, I mean, for the Jags, you got to help someone with Trevor Lawrence. He was the golden boy heading into the draft and hasn't done much since.
All right, don't be coming to Trevor Lawrence. I hear you.
Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, look at his two coaches. You had Peterson, and who was the other one? Who was the guy from
Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer.
I'm
fell on his face. I mean, to be like, you couldn't even blame what's his face on that.
But you know, as the number 1 overall pick, they're gonna try point fingers at everything. So
I know. I'm just saying, get this guy a leader. Get this guy. I mean, you finally got him a whipping and Brian Thomas. You know what I mean? What a year he had as a rookie.
1K.
I'm just saying.
So I mean, it's fine. It's good that he's gone. The Bengals fired their defensive coordinator, rightfully so, because the Bengals had one of the best offenses in the league, but that defense, trash.
Elijah, I gotta ask you this.
What's up?
All right, Phil thinks it's on the head coach. Bengals fired their DC. What do you think? What do you think? I don't mean to speak.
Right in firing their DC.
What?
I think they were right in firing their DC.
Would you have fired the head coach too, or
I would not have fired the head coach.
Okay.
You want me to be honest?
Be honest.
Zach Taylor,
an
offensive-minded coach.
He is offense. Okay, valid.
Offensive coach. Like
only
that's
offense.
That's like blaming the Jets' offensive woes on Robert Saleh.
Sure. Or the other way around. It's like blaming Aaron Rodgers on the defense not playing well. You're 100% right. Yeah, I get that.
Or it's like blaming the defense for being on the field because Aaron Rodgers is. I
hear you.
You know, it's like if he's an offensive-minded coach and he's sitting here scheming for the offense is humming, putting up 40 a game, but you're losing because you're giving up 45.
True.
Well, let's see. What is Zach Taylor doing? He's focused. He's running the offense.
Their GM should be fired.
DC is in full control of the defense. Whose is it? Yeah, I think it's the DC's fault.
Yeah. Do you think this
kind of within the Lack's fault for our offensive moves? Not solid.
That's true. Also, their GM should be fired for letting all those defensive pieces walk away as well.
I mean, do you think this warms up people's seats? So you fire somebody. Realistically, I mean, somebody's next year if it's the repeat, right?
If they miss the playoffs, it probably will be Taylor. Yeah.
You don't make the playoffs again in Cincinnati.
You don't make the playoffs, then it's Taylor.
Okay, gotcha.
But at the same time, like you just have to look at them. Like we sit here and watch the Bengals, right? They start out. First of all, they start cold every year. 1-4 start every single year. Okay. Ignore 1-4 start. Since 1-4, I think they finished. What is that? 8-4.
Sure.
Yeah. Because they finished 9-8.
They finished 9-8. So I think that's an 8-4 finish.
Yep.
That's great.
True. They honestly would have made the playoffs if Kansas City didn't bench everybody,
or if they beat the Patriots in week 1,
or if they beat the Patriots. I mean, hey, you're right.
It's literally they're cursed by their slow start, which you can blame that on Taylor because
it happens every year. It's been like
he got to get them ready earlier, but at the same time, a lot of those losses were not because of the offense.
Valid.
Because I don't care. I don't care that it's the NFL. If you're averaging 30 plus a game, you should be winning games. You have the leader in passing yards. You have the leader in passing touchdowns. You have the wide receiver in the Triple Crown winner. You probably I would argue that T. Higgins is the best wide receiver 2 in the league.
Sure. I hear that.
Okay. You have a rookie running back. Well, is Chase Brown a rookie or is it second year?
I might be second.
Second year, but hey, it was a great second year for him.
Either way, he's on a rookie deal and he broke out entirely. He entered into possibly top 10 is OD. Top 15 conversation though.
Top 15 is fair. Yeah.
Definitely a newcomer. Someone to watch next year, no doubt.
Okay. Offense was humming. Yoshavai popped out.
Yeah. This was the second year, by the way.
Tanner Hudson popped out. Okay. All of these weapons popped out. The offense was humming. Defensively, nothing was going. So
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming Zach Taylor. I am blaming the DC.
That's
but
fair.
if you don't make the playoffs next year, it's Taylor's fault.
That's just the reason I gotta ask. I mean,
yeah. Also, this was Chase Brown's second year. He only played 12 games last year and did not start at all. They didn't get much PT, so yeah, only right. So
all right, so
he's going into his third year.
2 more head coaches that got fired, right? And then that's it.
Yep. So the Raiders fired their head coach as well after one season. Mr. Antonio Pierce, former Giant, as John would know.
It's not 2 seasons.
It's the second season.
Chase?
No, Antonio.
Pierce.
He took over mid-season and then
it was his first official.
This was first full season.
Oh, I thought it was his second full season.
Because I think they fired somebody mid-season, and then they let him coach the rest of the year. That I know of.
Then they signed him to like a 2-3 year deal, and then they fired him. Right.
I believe.
Might be a second season. Now, hold on, let me look that up.
Because I know that he did. This was his first official year coaching.
Oh no, you're right.
Okay, cool.
But still, like, I'll say this about Antonio Pierce: he didn't get a fair shot.
He had no quarterback. Yeah, I agree.
He never had a quarterback. I'm talking about he took over with, I think Aiden O'Connell was the quarterback when he took over.
Yeah.
He ran out Gardner Minshew this year, and they actually played pretty well with Gardner. I think they started 2-3 or something like that. Like they didn't start as terrible as people like they were painted to. But once Gardner Minshew went down, Garoppolo's not there either. You rolled out. I think Aiden O'Connell came back for a little bit, and then they had another quarterback because Aiden got hurt.
Yeah, it was Aiden O'Connell.
It was Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter, that's right.
And he was freaking terrible in Atlanta. I don't even know how he still has a job. If we're being honest,
he was a rookie last year.
I remember we were arguing about quarterbacks who don't need to have a job. That's one.
Kenny would feel the same exact way.
That's
Kenny would agree
100%. CFL him now.
XFL.
Yeah, I hear that.
He's getting ready to learn to speak German. Go play in their league.
Go play wherever Court wants to play.
I hear you. I like that.
But yeah, he never had a fair chance. I don't think he never had a quarterback, and I think he's in a situation where he should get hired on as the Bengals DC.
Sure, I can see that.
I think he never had a fair shot. Same with Gerard Mayo. I know why they fired Gerard though, but I don't think Antonio had a fair shot. But it is what it is.
What you
He'll
think?
be all right.
That's your guy. That's your Giants.
I mean, that's my guy. That's 1,000% my guy. I mean, I you know what I refer to? I'll refer you to the interviews about him. Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, players that, for example, with no quarterback, still got fed. You know what I mean? Still got motivated. Still got fun to play the Raider way. You know what I mean?
Max Crosby said last year, if he's gone, I'm gone.
I mean, Max Crosby might be going to a contender. Seriously. I mean, why is he waiting around? Especially like you got rid of Pierce. I mean, he's somebody who inspires people. So hopefully I like the defensive coordinator position. Hopefully it's not on the Bengals, but I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I hope he does get another job very soon. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And hey, let's go over the last one. Gerard Mayo, like Elijah said. Patriots fired him, I believe, right after the game. It wasn't even a day after.
Yeah.
Coming from the residential Patriots fan, I don't think it was a good move. One, it's not going to be good for Drake May's development just because he has to learn under a new coach now. Still a battle line. And just like with Antonio Pierce, I don't think he was given a fair shot. I mean, first year into a rebuild, what was he supposed to do? I mean, 4 wins. Sure, you lost out on the first overall pick, but with the guy they were going to get, the only thing they lost out on was draft capital. They could have traded down. They're still going to get who they thought they were going to get because no way they draft a quarterback with Drake May there. So they were going to keep the first pick anyways. And they probably just fired him just because they wanted Mike Vrabel. They wanted probably that guy because they've been eyeing him since forever. So it's just, yeah. And Gronk, like I said earlier before we got on the air, Gronk was about to go off on Robert Kraft, the owner, but then the Fox network people said, hey, let's cut him. Let's cut his speech short and go right to commercial. So yeah, I think he didn't get a fair shake just like Antonio Pierce.
If I had known Vrabel was on the market, I wouldn't have said that they shouldn't have fired him. I knew it. I didn't know that. As soon as I found out Vrabel was on the market, I was like, yeah. I knew they were fired.
The funny thing was Vrabel was on the market last year. I'm just saying.
That's true.
I like New England. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm happy. I'm happy there's this chaos, Phil. I mean, probably you'll get somebody good. Probably, hopefully, it's not variable. No offense, but I, what are you doing? No offense. I don't mean to be like.
I also think that they did fire him because he won that last game.
That's a good
Lovie
point.
Smith style.
Good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Robert Kraft told him, "Hey, somehow lose this game," and he went out there and coached them to win, and the boys won.
Joe Milton just bowled. I was like, I didn't expect Joe Milton to play like that.
Did you see the John Mara thing?
What?
John Mara said if they lost that game on purpose, that the Giants the Giants won against the Colts, that they would have fired everybody. He's so anti-tanking, and I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this topic because like you don't really get regular football, so like the fact that you'd fire everyone over tanking, I get it, but like it's also weird at the same time. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like it's a weird system.
Yeah, but with the whole him getting fired over losing the game for Gerard Mayo, I mean, the only thing they lost out on was draft capital. There's no way they're gonna keep that number 1 pick and get somebody that they could get at 5, 6, 7, 8, or 4.
So you like the GM?
I think he got fired too, Elliot Wolf.
Okay.
He might have got fired as well.
Okay, all right. I just wondered. I
mean, it's going to be tough for Drake May because these constant changes don't help a quarterback's development at all. So I'm pretty sure they're going to fire the OC and DC as well. So it's going to be another new system for Drake May behind a bad O-line. That's not a good sign for Patriots fans. Even if they grab Mr. Calvin Banks Jr. or the other one, Will Campbell from LSU. The rest of the line is still going to be bad. Yes, you get David Andrews back, but it's going to be a new system, a newly built O-line. Who knows what they'll do in free agency or in the draft with wide receivers. So it's a lot of new pieces. It's going to be an adjustment for Mr. Drake. So,
is there anybody you'd be looking at as a Patriots fan in free agency?
T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said they were going to throw him boatloads of money. So we'll see about that. I don't know if he will actually leave Cincinnati, but hopefully.
I like boatloads. Of money. I'm just saying. If I'm T. Higgins.
Yeah. Although he could be a wide receiver 1 there. But I think I saw like the Patriots trying to get one of the Oregon receivers in the 2nd or 3rd round as well. I forgot what his name was, but someone from draft wide receiver as well. But yeah, honestly, the Patriots' priority should be O-line and wide receiver for this free agency and draft. And everything but that. I know everything with that. So if they don't get that, then they're screwed for another year. So
me personally, I don't think T. Higgins would leave Cincy.
Yeah.
Boatloads.
Because I don't think people realize this, and this is going to get into another conversation that we don't need to get into because we can move on. Yep. But I don't think people realize the headache that being a wide receiver 1 actually is. Because, it's really a be careful what you ask for situation. Because I know everybody's sitting here saying Devontae is probably better than a lot of these people wide receiver 1s. If Devontae goes to another team and he's the clean cut wide receiver 1, the amount of double coverages he's going to see and the amount of balls that he will not catch and bad games he'll have. Yeah, man, he's not
confident.
Not going to be the same Devontae.
Can I give you an example of a player that's probably, it doesn't always help with your case, but it kind of helps with the recent case of it.
Go ahead.
Hill going to the Dolphins?
Nope, I wouldn't even say that.
I'm not trying to hear me out.
Well, just because Tua was out for so long.
He went to Miami and almost had 2K.
He did.
That's not a good example.
I know. Hear me out though. Hear me out. I'm just saying. I think he wants if Tua was in the health mindset, he would want to finish it with Tua. Do you know what I mean? But he left Patrick Mahomes a safety blanket in a way to the point where now
he was more accurate.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not trying to say Tua was bad. I'm not trying to say that it was.
He said Tua was better, so that's on him.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying that, but like he said Tua was better, and now he wants to leave. So like that's just the only thing where it's like he said that for the media. Can I say that too? Like we're drastically taking his words out of context, but like
okay,
that's all I'm saying. Like I totally agree with what you're saying because like I just think Hill could have been even better in a way.
Yeah.
Like if Tua wasn't hurt this year, probably would have put up the stats. I mean, I know stat
For
pads-
sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
but like I said, I'm not gonna hold that against Tyreek Hill and the double coverages that he's seen. It's just the fact that Tua got hurt.
yeah.
But when yeah. I'm just saying, like, what if Drake May gets hurt in New England? Like, if he went to New England, you know what I mean?
With that old line, it's only a matter of time.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not saying Burrow won't get hurt, but I'd rather stay with Burrow, and I agree with your point. Like, I'd rather be the number 2 in a offense. I'm not talking about
and one of the best offenses in the league.
I get open looks and look like a number 1. Then I mean,
that's true.
I think you're 100% right on that mindset, though.
True.
You know what I mean?
Listen, being the number 2 fiddle to Jamar Chase,
it's gorgeous.
or being number 2 to Justin Jefferson, I'll take that any day of the week.
Look at my dude Tim Patrick on Monday Night Football. Had 2 touchdowns.
He's like the 4.
I mean, yeah, he's the number 4, but realistically in that offense, he's like you got
8.
Brown on one side. All right, whatever.
You got Brown, you got Laporta,
you got
Gibbs.
Brown, you got Amon-Ra, you got Monty, you got Gibbs,
okay.
You got Laporta,
you got Dan
Williams.
Skipper, you got
oh my, you're gonna put Dan Skipper on wide receiver.
No joking. I think Tim Patrick's about
5 or 6.
He's
6 or 7.
3 or 4. Come on. A wide receiver
over Jameson Williams?
On wide receivers? No, I'm saying it goes Brown, Williams.
Well, so Amon-Ra, Jameson.
Okay, he's third as a receiver.
That's
but
what
in terms of being an option in that offense, we're talking
I'm talking about
Gibbs,
as a receiver. In that
Okay.
Amon-Ra, Laporta.
Well, technically, I would rather throw the ball to
number 2 if you only.
I would rather throw the ball to Gibbs or Monty over Tim Patrick, though.
You're bugging, but I hear what you're saying. Of course, but like that's a design play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even think Phil's bugging when he says that because I
know
listen,
because there are design plays.
Listen,
we saw Gibbs go off for 4.
I give the ball to Gibbs every single. I listen he's quick. He is quick.
He is quick.
And then Monty is like they're the perfect complement.
Power
is
they're the perfect complement. I'm just saying that offensive line.
We get to see him in the divisional round if they make it that far.
That offensive coordinator is amazing. I hope they win it this year. They need to win it this year.
Imagine. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna get our NFL season awards out the way, so we can go our picks. And Elijah has a game, so we're gonna go smallest award to biggest award. So first one, Coach of the Year. My pick. I think he should be the favorite. I believe he is the favorite. Kevin O'Connell, Minnesota Vikings.
Really?
It's a good pick.
Yeah, because no one expects them to be competitive this year, for being honest. Everyone expecting a rebuild year with J.J. McCarthy and them bringing on Sam Darnold. No one expected this from Sam Darnold. So
my pick is Dan Campbell.
I like Dan Campbell.
That's also a good pick.
He definitely could win 1,000%. I mean, off the 4th downs alone, I love that pick. I'm going to say a pick. This is just I probably would go Dan Campbell. You said Dan Campbell. I'd probably go Mike Tomlinson just because he got his team to the playoffs. I know that's like whatever, but like Mike Tomlinson's never won this award. So
really,
has he won it once?
By the way, first of all, it's Tomlin.
Sorry, Mike Tomlin. My bad. Sorry.
Mike Tomlin has never won Coach of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he kind of got it in like a dealership kind of I don't know. It was a fake one, but I'm just saying technically 2009 with some I don't know.
He's never won it. He's never won it by himself. He's always,
not the NFL one. Yeah.
He's always been snubbed. Yeah.
I don't really like this award anyways. I don't really consider it a real award, but like, yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Gotcha.
How you not elect Mike Tomlin for this award by now? I'm just saying, man's coach for over 10 years.
Gotcha. Next up, comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow.
Sure.
For me. Come back from injury last year, just to
ball
Burrow out. Hey, who you got?
It has to be Joe Burrow because he was the only one that was really hurt last year. But
they're going to say, "Oh, the Geno Smith Award. Give it to Sam Darnold."
I can see it going to Sam only because of that. But Saquon did get hurt last year as well, so I feel like he might be in the running. But he's also in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. So I don't think they'll give him both. So I'll go with Joe because he's definitely gonna miss out on MVP.
I like Joe. I like Sam. I like J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins also up for this award. He was injured too. So yeah,
he was balling out.
I think what the Chargers did this year. I mean, they killed mine and Phil's bet. So
he saved me in fantasy.
J.K. Dobbins.
Thank you, Josh, for dropping him, so I can pick him right back up. Appreciate it. I think he was the difference maker. Not gonna lie. Next up, defensive rookie of the year. I got Jared Verse from the Rams. I I mean, I'm on another pod with the IBTE boys. Neil always raves about him. I check the stats. He had a great season for a Rams defense who just lost Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. So he put up numbers.
He did.
From the games, sorry.
Go ahead. That's you.
From the games that I've watched with the Rams, I will actually agree and say Jared Verse. If I had to pick another rookie, it'd be Terrion Arnold.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was. Oh, he is a rookie. Oh, yeah.
I agree. That's where I probably would have picked you. I'd probably pick Verse. I don't really have another rookie that I've been really, really looking at. I wish they didn't sit McDonald last year for the Jets. I think he would have had a better rookie year after what we're saying this year.
True. Next up, offensive rookie of the year. Now, there's some candidates for this one. You can say Neighbors. You can say Brian Thomas Jr. But for me, I'm going Brian Thomas Jr. Especially with that offense, and he had to play with Mac Jones. I'm giving. Well, and also Neighbors had to play with 4 different quarterbacks, so either one would. You can't go wrong. But I'm going Brian Thomas Jr. because I know John's going to say Neighbors.
Yeah, John.
Yep.
Realistically, I was going to say Brian Thomas Jr., but I think Neighbors beating Steve Smith's record was really inspiring, at least as a Giant. I'm a little worried about him because I saw the Commander games, and I feel like he's going to go to the Commanders. That's a deep, deep pitted feeling that I have in my stomach that I don't want to talk about. But no, I mean he's an amazing quarterback. He's an amazing wide receiver, and I hope we get him a quarterback. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. Yeah, I'm going Neighbors. Apologies.
I'm going to throw everybody off right here.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm not going with Neighbors. I'm not going with Brian Thomas.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot. Yep.
There's 2 guys that I have. Oh, my gosh, this Ball Essential logo is frying me. There's 2 guys that I have in this running. I have the quarterback that went 12-5 in his rookie year. And I have the tight end 1 of his rookie year.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going with you.
Jaden and Brock or Bo Nix and Brock?
Jaden Daniels.
Ooh, don't let Denver Broncos Nation hear you after that.
These are my 2 options: Jaden Daniels and Brock Bowers.
Those are better options. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I am fully not sure who to pick here. Because I'm talking about Jaden 3,500 passing yards, 900 on the ground. A lot of touchdowns, not a lot of picks. Brock Bowers set rookie records.
Broke Pukas.
Tight end 1. I'm tight end, like the best. He played as the best tight end in football this year.
Yeah.
In fantasy and regular. So it's like it's really tough.
I know.
And we're also talking about Brock didn't have a quarterback.
Sure.
I think he had like 3 quarterbacks as well.
3 or 4. So
yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a quarterback, but he was their number 1 option. So I mean, like
I'm gonna just roll with Jaden because he's a quarterback.
Yeah, because usually they give it the quarterback. Yeah, I completely forgot about Jaden Daniels and Brock Bowers. But
I'm not giving it to a quarterback. I like Drake May in this class. I know it is what it is, but I want to see Jaden Daniels after Cliff Kingsbury leaves. I want to see that offense with a different coordinator. Just because, like, I think they're amazing now. I want to see how he is without the safety blanket. I want to see it. I don't know.
Hey. Next up, Defensive Player of the Year. For me, it's between TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. I'm going TJ Watt.
As always, it's really just going to be between those 2. And I'm sorry, I was trying to think of somebody from left field. Like Hendrickson or something, but yeah, I'm gonna have to
Xavier McKinney. Wow.
Everyone got injured, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with TJ Watt this year.
Okay. John, who we got?
I guess TJ Watt. I mean, I don't know.
There's a lot of options this year.
I originally had what's his face on the Giants?
Dexter Lawrence?
Yeah. I had Dexter Lawrence, but then he got injured like way midway through the year. So there's no way you give it to that guy. No offense.
Yeah.
Even though he had a great beginning.
He did. He was balling up. Okay. Next up, Offensive Player of the Year. I'm going with Jamar Chase, Triple Crown.
Actually, I don't know why we didn't say him before, but who's that defensive tackle on Kansas City?
Chris Jones?
Yeah, I'll pick Chris Jones. Why not? I'll throw him in there as a left fielder. I mean, the Chiefs defensively this year have been good. You know what I mean? So
they've carried Mahomes, who's been
amazing against the run.
Yep.
I think ever since Aaron Darnold, I think we need to establish a new D tackle, and I think it's probably him. He's the best, right, in the NFL. I don't know, but I think Dexter Lawrence gives him a run for his money. I don't know, but that's just
true.
I know that's home.
I think Quentin Williams also gives him a run for his money, but I'm still going with Chris Jones.
I do with Quentin Williams, but Quentin Williams lately has been, you know what I'm saying?
I just attribute to the fact that he's been tired because the hell he's been on the field.
That's a valid point. You're 100% right on that. I just love his brother. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. So
I do. I love his brother.
My Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase, Triple Crown winner.
Okay, beautiful.
Because I know most people are going to say Saquon, so I'm going with Mr. Jamar Chase.
The Jamar Chase pick surprised me because I was going to go with Jamar too to be different.
Damn it.
I'll be practical here, and I'll really actually pick the person that's probably going to win the award, Saquon Barkley.
Are you bringing back what's up, Chris? How you doing? Chris Wilson in the chat saying John's bringing back the goatee. Are you getting a goatee, John?
Not really. I just didn't shape today.
How you doing, Chris? Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for joining in. Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, giving me to Saquon. I don't think they're going to give him MVP, so he better win award this year. So, yeah, definitely give me.
Gotcha. So, and the last award before we get into pick'ems, MVP, Most Valuable Player. Some say it's Lamar, some say it's Josh Allen, some say it's Saquon Barkley. I'm going with Lamar Jackson. If Joe Burrow would have made the playoffs, it would have been my pick, but I'll have to go Lamar.
I would dare to be different here, and my pick will be Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say Joe Burrow, but no, it doesn't make sense to give me an award. Give it to Lamar.
Yeah. John,
I would agree. I had a Lamar all season.
Josh Allen sounds
I would really, I really would if he did it against the Giants. I really would have stepped in here and said Offensive Player of the Year and MVP Saquon Barkley, but because he didn't break the record.
Yeah, if he would have broke the record, he would have been my Offensive Player of the Year. So I'm
just saying, I really would have gone on this podcast and said both. I would have been both. Please, yeah. Thank you very much.
So another year of Josh Allen not winning, potentially not winning MVP. I know Bills fans are probably going to be upset about that, our pick, but I mean, hey, he's having a better year than last year, and he had just better stats than, I mean, stat wise, mostly better than Josh Allen.
I mean, what do you want us like? What do fans want when? I get that Josh Allen's the golden boy, the same way that Embiid wasn't really the golden boy, but like Embiid was snubbed so many times for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Not really snubbed so many times, maybe once.
Yeah. Once or twice.
But it's like he's playing well enough to get the MVP, and we're giving him credit. It's just that this other guy is playing so much better.
Jokic Lamar.
So it's like, we're sorry, Bills Mafia.
I'm not sorry.
You haven't
won anything. You haven't won anything. You drafted a guy from Wyoming. All right, congratulations. He's not horrible.
That's not the point, though. The point is literally like he's playing great.
Yeah, he is playing great.
And we're giving him his flowers. We're acknowledging that he's playing great, but this other guy is playing so much better.
You know Lamar is literally Jokic. They both have 3 MVPs. I think Jokic has one more than 4. And Lamar, my time right here.
Elijah, you know how much I hate the Bills? And I have to say nice things about Josh Allen? It hurts me.
As a Jets fan, I get it.
I'm just saying, it really does.
I hate the Bills too. I hate the Patriots. I hate the Dolphins.
Yeah, we hate the Patriots in this podcast. It's a great little.
But at the end of the day, like when Brady was there, it's hard to sit here and say he's not MVP the way he's playing.
Yeah.
It's hard to not sit here and say the year that Peyton Manning had in 2013 that he wasn't the MVP. Yeah. So it's hard to say right now that the year that Lamar had that he's not the MVP. He's literally outplayed everyone. Josh ran into him, and what happened? Got punched in the mouth.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Is that the only team the Bills really didn't beat this year? Was Baltimore?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my god!
Because they beat KC earlier. Because
Yeah.
they always beat KC. They always beat Kansas City in the regular season.
Yeah, but they beat Detroit
losses
too.
were all dumb losses.
They were.
Okay, so that's our MVP awards. Let us know what you think, and if you're watching this back or listening. And hey, quick pick'ems, and then we have a game. First up, we're gonna go obviously from an order. Chargers at Houston. We got Chargers for me too.
Losing Tank Dell was the worst thing that could have happened to Houston after already losing Diggs.
Yeah.
So
and CJ Stroud regressing. Yeah.
They need options. I'm gonna go Houston now.
Ooh.
Light with it. Yeah. I hate saying it. I bet against them in the year. I don't care.
Hey, next up, since they broke our bet, so
yeah,
the Chargers. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore. It's not gonna be pretty.
I gotta go Baltimore as well. I don't know what happened from the first time that Pittsburgh played them to the second time, but after they beat them that first time, like Pittsburgh's ceiling went left, and it ended.
Okay, John, we got
Baltimore. I really want to try to say Pittsburgh, but no, I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Gotcha. Next up, Denver at Buffalo. Buffalo wins. Bo Nix had a good year. Broncos had a good year, but the train stops here. There's no way Buffalo loses in the first round.
Elijah, what do you think?
Buffalo versus who?
Denver.
Oh,
here we go.
Denver? Oh, you don't even know that. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Play the villain music.
The craziest thing y'all are gonna hear. Taking Denver in an upset.
Patrick Surtain locks up whoever.
That is crazy.
Patrick Surtain has had a great year so far.
I was thinking about that myself, but because you said it, I'll go. I guess I'll go Buffalo. Unfortunately, I guess I'll go Buffalo.
The issue here.
Someone's got to take Buffalo.
The issue here, though, is that there's always an upset every year that people never are able to foresee.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my attempt at foreseeing that upset. And I actually do think that Josh Allen will not perform properly.
I love it.
Because he doesn't perform well in the play. He had one good playoff game. I think people forget that. His only one good playoff game was against Mahomes.
That was so good, though. That was such a good game, though. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that, but like
it was a great game. But like I said, he lost that game. So I'm gonna roll with Denver here. I think he's gonna somehow fumble this game. And
yeah, if he loses this game, conversations will need to be had.
If they lose this game, the Patriots need a meeting, the Jets need a meeting, Miami needs a meeting. People need to sit down and start facing facts here, all right? Buffalo hasn't won one, and we're sitting here letting them take the division. What is going on?
True. Okay. We have 3 games left. Green Bay at Philly. Jalen Hurts is still in concussion protocol. I don't know if he's going to play. It looks slightly unlikely, and I don't know the health status of Mr. Kenny Pickett or Tanner McKee. So I'm going Green Bay. Upset. I originally, because I think Elijah put a poll in the fantasy football chat. I was thinking Jalen Hurts was going to play, so I chose Philly. But with this new news of him still being in concussion protocol, I'm going Green Bay. I think the defense locks up the number 2 and number 3 quarterback for Philly.
I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I feel like he'll be back by the time game time is. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying. That's why I'll go Philly. Sorry.
I'm going with Green Bay, and this seems to happen every year now, where Philly starts out great, and we're all looking like, oh, man, they might be back. They might be going back to the playoffs. They might be going back to the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden, week 14, clockwork, something happens. What happened this year? A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts is going at it. A.J. Brown's complaining to the media he's not getting the ball. Brandon Graham takes to the media and says they're no longer friends. They start falling apart. Week after that, they force feed A.J. the ball. It works out. Week after that, there goes Jalen, who gets hurt like clockwork every year. Who gets hurt right after that? The number 2, Kenny Pickett, right there. If I don't know Kenny Pickett they both got a concussion, I think, that game.
Probably.
I mean, they both have concussions.
Okay.
Not the same game, but they both have concussions. So that means that if they're running out that Tanner McKee, your first game, not your first start for real, but like your
like second or third start ever.
Game, and I'm like, you're playing the team that didn't they lose to Green Bay last year?
They lost to the Bucks last year, no?
Oh, they did lose to the Bucks last year.
Yeah, I think the Green Bay beat Dallas last year.
Yeah, sorry. Either way,
still good Green Bay defense.
I'm trusting Jordan Love,
but it's at Philly.
I know.
Okay, I'm just saying. It's a horrible environment. Those people. You know what I mean? I try to get it.
They got down the security guard. They'll be okay.
I'll burn that place down.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love had the 5th best QBR this year. I trust him too.
Hey, and can I say this? I know I'm picking Philly, but if Philly loses, I'll be the first one to say how stupid they were for letting Saquon not get the record. Hey, we're going to talk about it. Are we going to talk about it? This voice is going to get louder and louder and louder, and they're going to be stupider and stupider and stupider, and I can't wait to tell Philly fans, but I think they're going to
Up next, this is going to be a conflicting one for all of us. Well, maybe not all of us. Washington at Tampa Bay, because I know Elijah is the Tampa Bay supporter, huge Tampa Bay supporter here. So, who we got?
Let's not say that I'm a huge Tampa Bay supporter here.
Well, you support them more than us do.
He likes Jaden Daniels too. He's an LSU man. I'm just saying.
Thank you, John.
Right, that's right.
I know. But when the pot started, you rooted more for Tampa Bay than
I don't know LSU.
Here's the thing: the only thing that I've been rooting for Tampa Bay for is the fact that I've used them as my lock of the week plenty of times. And it's only because that when I use them, they're literally in games where it's like you look at them and like, how are they losing this game? I used them against the Eagles last year. What did I say? The Eagles are losing to Tampa Bay in the first round. I used them, I think, 3 times to start the year last year as my lock of the week. Like, they just have been in such favorable situations for me to be able to say lock of the week. This week, I'm rolling with them again. They're at home. They're at home. Jaden Daniels' first playoff game. I don't like the atmosphere in Tampa Bay because, granted, they're a few years removed from that Brady ring, but that fandom is still very strong out there. I'm rolling with Tampa.
Okay.
It'll be close, though. And if Washington wins, I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah. For me, I'm going Washington because here's the game plan for Washington. We all know Marshawn Lattimore is not fully healthy. His game plan, get him and Mike Evans ejected out first quarter. Lack weapons for Tampa Bay. They have to lean on Bucky Irvin. Washington takes advantage right there. That's gonna be the game plan. Get Mr. 1K out of here with Marshawn Lattimore. They'll be okay without Marshawn because they have no Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans. So they're probably gonna have to run more. Baker's not gonna have much to throw to. And we've seen how electric this Washington offense is, especially near the end of games. There's your game plan, Washington.
You're saying Marshawn Lattimore starts a fight with Mike Evans and they throw them both out?
That's a good game plan, isn't it?
Bro, that's horrible.
Baker will have lack of weapons. He'll just have to throw to Bucky Irving and Rashad White and Kate Allen and Durham and Jalen McMillan.
I'm with you.
Get the best weapon out of here.
Sounds like a lot of options. That sounds like a lot of options for weapons.
But compared to Mike Evans.
Hey man, this is what I'm gonna
do. In all seriousness, I do think that the Commanders do win, not because of that game plan, just because I just think that I don't know. Jaden Daniels has been on a roll. I think they at least won one playoff game before bowing out, and I think it's gonna be this game. In all seriousness,
I kind of hope they go on a roll, low key. I kind of hope Cliff Kingsbury is that dude that can win 2 games. All right, he can win this game, and then if they play Philly, they can beat Philly, and it would be crazy. And I just love to see Jaden Daniels go off. I'd love to see him prove me wrong. If he does go off and he does go on a little run here, he's better than me overall, especially in his rookie year. We're better, probably the best. I mean, no doubt he's the best quarterback in this draft. I mean, he's taken. But it's just like, I mean, it is a fact. I don't know why we're even debating it, but like, it's just overall, just this year, he's probably been the best. But it's just, I'd like to see him go off. I'd like to see him go off against Tampa. It'd be crazy. I doubt it happens, but it'd be crazy.
Gotcha. And the last game we're going to talk about, Minnesota losing to Detroit. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did I line up? Well, did I like?
What?
You hear me, John? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. It's just sorry.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My connection's going in and out now.
Oh, pulling a me connection.
Yeah, both of Phil. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Last game.
No,
sorry.
I rearranged my
Yeah.
phone for the.
Ah,
Am I good?
Oh, yeah.
it should be good.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay. Sorry, I cut you off finishing your thought for the
No, you're good.
Washington
Don't
game.
worry about it.
Okay, we're good.
Don't
Okay, so
worry about
last game,
I don't remember.
Minnesota lost to Detroit for the division title. Now they have to face off against the LA Rams with Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams. Who do we have? I'm going with the Vikings just because a lot of people are picking the Rams in to upset them just because we've seen Minnesota, lose in the first round before. I think they lost to the Giants a couple years ago in the first round. So a lot of people are expecting the same. But I don't think they'll make it to the NFC Championship, but I think they'll at least grab one on the way before they head out. So I'm going Minnesota. I think the defense really gets to Matt Stafford in them.
This is tough.
This is actually, I think this is the toughest game for me to call. I'm gonna have to roll with the Vikings. Though.
Okay.
I think Stafford got his ring. I don't want to say it like this, but I think he is out of juice, and I think the Rams are needing to look to the future for the quarterback for their next run.
Interesting.
Not saying they got to move on from Stafford because he can still win you games. He can still make this team fun. He can coach up the next guy, but I do think that he won't be getting another ring. And I think he gets knocked out this round.
Good point. Good point.
What you got, John?
I really, really, really want to take the. I really like the Rams, but I think Minnesota's just a stronger team. Like, there's someone who I'd want Philly to run into in the next round. There's someone who I'd want. You know what I mean? I guess I'll root for Sam Darnold. As crazy as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds.
You want to cheer for your ex-Jets players?
Yeah, I'll wear the Darnold jersey even with the Jets. Oh hell yeah! I mean, they went on a run this year, so hopefully he does it. But
make the Rams seagulls.
I mean, maybe, but I just, like. Did you hear about how? Did you hear about how? No, never mind. I was gonna say there was almost like a controversy with the Chargers and the Rams playing, or there might be a controversy next week if they both win.
Oh yeah, if they both make it to the NFC Championship or something like that.
Right? Okay, got you. No. They're talking about like before the NFC Championship
division round.
Yeah, because if they both could host.
Oh.
And they share the same stadium. It'd be the first conflict ever where the same teams share the same stadium hosting because they play back to back. Like they'll play like one plays the 4, one plays the 8, but you can't switch over to the stadium at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, we'll see if it happens.
I mean, that'd be crazy.
Okay. I doubt it'll happen. So
I doubt it'll happen too. But
I wouldn't worry. I think the Chargers get make it. Oh, sorry, we're not in the AFC yet, but I think the Rams are done here.
Sure. So hey, Elijah, that's our pick'ems. What's the game?
So what?
You said we got a game. That was the last pick.
Yeah,
we didn't go to the AFC.
Chargers, Houston.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. That was the first couple games.
Don't worry about it.
Let's get to it. Let me just open the thing real quick.
Yeah,
I know y'all have seen this on TikTok. There's a challenge going around, and I want to give Phil and John 2 challenges real quick. We're gonna do this. We're gonna spin the wheel.
Oh.
We're gonna get a team.
I don't know if I've seen this, but I'm excited.
Well, what your job is that you got to get. I'm gonna keep it simple because it's our first time doing it. I've seen it on TikTok, and none of these guys know ball. The job is to pick the highest scoring touchdown total for that season, and you have to get a total of 120 touchdowns. You have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a tight end.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, you said can I write it down first? Sorry, I don't mean to be an old man, but you said a quarterback, a running back, 2 wide receivers.
You don't need to write it down because I will be keeping track right here.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Okay. I got my spinner. Okay.
Spin me. Let's get it.
I will be keeping it fair. Are y'all ready to go?
Is it me versus John?
No, it's not you versus John. You guys are together.
Okay. Oof.
And how about this? I will make this fun because they do this on the game. If you guys get this 120 touchdowns, I'll give you $10 each.
You don't have to give us money. Don't worry about it.
I'll take 20
do a
then.
shot
That's
next time. How about we do shots next time?
All right, fine. No money involved. Thank you, John.
That's what I'm saying. Shots.
All right, ready?
I'm doing shots with you next time we meet up. That's a fact.
All right. First spin. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, there's no sound.
Is it for this year?
No, the highest scoring whenever they did it. Your first team, and I'm not lying, I'm trying to show you, it's the Carolina Panthers. I don't know, it's blurry. I want to see if I can fix my camera settings real quick.
You want to go running back or Steve Smith?
It's either CMC or Steve Smith, right?
Yeah, I'd go Steve Smith. Is there longer?
Let's go Steve Smith.
Who
Or
we
we
going
go
with?
Cam Newton, or we can go Cam Newton.
Ooh, but I feel like we have a better chance to get like higher quarterbacks.
Okay, fine. I'm fine with
Let's
that.
go.
Steve Smith, yes, please.
Steve Smith Sr., right? Yep. All right. So his highest scoring, and this is receiving. Carolina.
Shit. I'm sorry, my phone.
Touchdowns. 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, decent.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, give me a second.
It's not
I
bad.
gotta
It's not
switch
bad.
apps and all that stuff.
That's not a bad start, John.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
All right. Next up.
I'm just
Your
making on
next
Brady or
spin
Manning at this point.
is the
At least we're doing it together. It's
Los Angeles Rams.
How many wide receivers we get? 2?
Yeah.
3.
3?
Okay.
Oh, or do we go Dickerson
Or you go Isaac.
or Isaac? I feel like we're good. Our better running back. We should go. We go Isaac
Or what about Marshall Faulk?
Holt. Oh, Marshall Falk. Yeah, Marshall Falk.
Marshall Faulk?
Yeah.
Are we in agreement?
I guess we're
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm naming the stupid people. We only got 12 last time, Phil. We need 120 something.
Marshall
Let's go.
Faulk. He has 18 rushing. Sorry, let me get to the receiving. 2,000.
Give us like a nice 20 ball here. That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
I'm trying to see what this RRTD stands for, but I think it's 26.
Nice.
Yep, 26.
Nice. I'm fine with that.
Let's go, John. There you go.
Three minutes kind of seems small now. I don't know why we did that. That's right.
I mean, wide receiver. Not let many get like what 20. How many?
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, next spin.
Give us a team. Give me somebody.
Ooh, Green Bay Packers. Still blurry. I can't fix it.
Here we go.
So our choices here is Aaron Rodgers. I feel like Greg Jennings is a good pick for some reason.
Greg Jennings. I don't know. I don't know who the ultimate Packer wide receiver is.
Because
remember, you have a running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and a quarterback.
Because I can't think of any good. Like,
Want to go Aaron Rodgers?
I feel like we might get.
Want to go Jennings? We can go Jennings if you want.
Let's go Jennings. Yeah, let's go Greg.
Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings.
Watch him be a strictly yards guy.
12.
12. Okay, cool.
We'll take it.
Next team.
So we got
is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is when we should have went wide receiver.
I could have said AB. Damn.
Yeah, that's what we would have done. Pittsburgh Steelers. Yo,
Levy?
we got a team with a tight end for once. I mean,
well, then what's it called? Heath Miller or Le'Veon.
Can we get the Falcons though? Could you imagine Tony Gonzalez or
True.
You know what I mean? The Chiefs with
Did we go Le'Veon or Jerome Bettis here? I feel like Jerome Bettis got a lot.
No, Jerome Bettis. Let's relax on that. Well,
1 wide receiver, 1 quarterback, 1 running back, and a tight end.
I'm saying I sort of want to lean I want to lean Heath Miller. Well, whoever was Big Ben's favorite tight end during the day, I think it was Heath
Do
Miller.
not
Wasn't
pick a tight end for the Steelers. Pick a. We should either go AJ, we should go Antonio Brown, or we should go.
Oh, we do have a wide receiver. Okay, let's go Antonio Brown then. Yeah,
you want to go Antonio Brown?
Yeah, I thought we used that wide receiver. Yeah, let's go AB.
I'm just saying this is our last wide receiver, so
yeah, let's
right.
I'm cool with AB.
All right, so as your last wide receiver, his total is 15.
Okay, cool.
Like that. Okay,
I'm fine with that.
So I was thinking Heath Miller.
Got a quarterback, a running back, and a tight end.
All right, your next spin.
Brady or Manning or Breeze. One of those three guys.
Or Gronkowski.
Or Gronkowski as well.
The Cleveland Browns.
Of course.
Let's go Nick Chubb. Oh, Jim Brown.
Yeah, I would think. But where this is only receiving touchdowns, right?
No, it's
all overall. My bad.
all scrimmage touchdowns.
Jim Brown.
Are you sure you want to go Jim Brown?
Jim Brown.
That's an old pick, but okay, I like it.
I mean, who else for tight end or quarterback?
Scrimmage touchdowns. 21.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Great pick.
Who said it was NFL?
I never said you didn't know. I'm just saying it's an older pick.
I did, so yeah.
Okay.
Still got a quarterback and a tight end left.
Great pick by me.
The next team, you're not going to believe this shit. The
No.
Cleveland Browns.
Tight end. How much did
I don't like how my StreamYard camera is not letting me show the team, man.
That's
Can you see
weird.
it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So quarterback or tight end? We're gonna have to go tight end because I think we'll get the most. I know we're gonna get a good quarterback.
Hold on.
I'll let you know also, there is an option in here for a free pick.
Oh, we get a free pick?
No, you don't get a free pick. I got to spin it.
If it lands on free pick, you can
damn,
pick
that's
free
crazy.
pick. Okay.
Wait,
shit.
did Dallas Clark play for the Cleveland Browns at the end of his career?
No.
I do not believe so.
I think it was Bucks, right? I think he played for the Bucks.
Oh yeah, it probably was a Bucks.
Yeah, the only people I could think of top of my head. Kellen
You know what's
Winslow.
crazy?
Kellen Winslow.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't have to.
Oh, what? You were gonna tell us
No,
something?
never mind.
John. Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow? Are we sure Kellen Winslow for tight end?
Yes, for the Browns because we're not picking quarterback.
Bill, you're killing me here. Sure, fine, Kellen Winslow. Or you don't want to go to Joko? You don't want to go anyone?
Winslow the second or the first?
Oh, bro. There are two Colin Winslows that played for the Browns.
The first.
I don't know if the first one did or not. That's why I was asking.
Because the only one I remember Kellen Winslow was the second. He played for the Bucks and the Jets. That's the only one I remember.
Yeah, the first one only played for San Diego.
Fuck.
The second one did play for Cleveland, and he had 0 touchdowns.
So
I'm sorry. I'm lying. He had 5.
Okay. Going to Joku then?
Or
Fun fact. I know in Joku off the top of my head, he only had 6.
So, John, who do you want to tight end then?
It's too late. You already picked Kellen Winslow.
Yeah, you
picked damn. So we got 5?
So Ozzie Newsome would have been cool. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's who you're thinking of. That's all right.
And your quarterback will be
Brady or Manning or Breeze. Brady, Manning, or Breeze.
Just give us a team.
The team is
or Lamar would be nice.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Vic or McNabb.
Oh, what are we talking about? Give us a second. Let's talk about it.
One of these two, right? Or it has to be one of those two, right?
Or Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham would be good too.
Why is it not Jalen Hurts?
Or Jalen Hurts? I mean, Jalen Hurts could be.
Wait, total touchdowns or?
Yeah, total touchdowns.
Ooh.
I'm talking about Marshall Faulk didn't have 26 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, receiving.
He had like 18 rushing and 8 receiving.
So it's
probably Jalen Hurts, realistically, right?
Hurts. It's gonna be Hurts or
His Hurts is like 8 rushing touchdowns this year at least.
It's best year though, right?
Is it his best year? I don't know if it's the best year or not.
It's going off of best year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So did it Hurts best year outplay Vic or Cunningham or McNabb?
It definitely outplayed Vic. I'll tell you that because Vic didn't start the whole year.
Oh yeah, because his best days are Falcons, right? Let's go. Yeah, John. Let's go Hurts.
You want to go Hurts? Yeah, sure.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes, we are. Lock it in. Wow.
Jalen Hurt. Passing. Total. Oh, hold on. This is the game logs. I'm sorry.
Because that push here
career
must have been phenomenal.
I think 2023 at 15.
Rushing, yeah.
No.
All right, this thing is annoying me right now. I don't want to see game logs. I want to see career stats. They might have to overview. Nope. They're giving me literally each season. Like, all right, that's what we're gonna do. His best season passing touchdowns, 22 and 23.
23, nice.
Literally has 22 and 23. Let's show his rushing. His best rushing season was 23 with 15. So 23 plus 15 is what, 38?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we did it, but it is what it is.
Let's get to adding.
Add them up.
Let's see. I think you guys did it. It's not hard to get 120.
I hope not.
I hear you. I tried that now.
Got 129.
Nice. That's what's up.
Let's go. We just barely made it around the corner.
That's right.
Some would say swerve. Around the.
Yeah, you guys made it.
Imagine winning at the Cleveland Browns twice. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Probably would have been easier. But we love football in Cleveland.
Yeah, I think getting the Cleveland Browns twice is kind of crazy.
If we would have chosen Ozzie Newsome, we probably would have destroyed it.
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that. That's what it is.
That was on me. But hey, we'll take it. That was a good game, Elijah. Thank you.
It was a great game. I like it. Next time we got to play against each other.
Oof.
So much hands. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, you'll most likely win. But if we do an NBA version, I'll get my payback in an NBA version.
You might, bro. That
point.
Jim Brown pick, I would not have picked him. You probably would have
chose Chubb.
Chubb, or is there someone else that comes to mind? Honestly, no. So yeah, probably Chubb.
Willie. No, not. It was either that first. It was the only two names that popped in my head.
What about Peyton Hillis?
Oh, Peyton Hillis. Oh yeah, he could have had a.
I don't know if he had a great year. He had a decent year, but yeah.
Okay, so hey, I think Elijah lagged out. So hey, we're gonna because last week I lagged out and Elijah had to close the show, so I'm gonna be returning the favor this week. I'm closing it out with John. John, last words before we head
out. Another great award show. Chris, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for anyone else who tuned in. Realistically, it was just fun to talk with Elijah, Phil, and me, and I'm happy Elijah's back.
Ooh, sorry.
Welcome back.
If you ever wanted to know why I don't do these pods in my room, the connection in my house is terrible in my room. This is why I always do it in the basement.
That's crazy. That's crazy how they targeted you like that.
But I've been locked in my room for the last 2 weeks. So that's why I'm in here. So
okay.
It's all right though. I'll connect it to my hotspot. Let's just do it this way.
Gotcha.
We're doing last words.
I just wanted to give the floor to you to talk about your upcoming season for Corona.
Okay. So for those who don't know, if you follow us, you know. If you don't follow us, you don't know. I play in a basketball league with one of our other co-hosts, interns. I don't know what you call them.
Intern.
Yeah. TJ. Our season starts this Saturday. We've been ready. We've been preparing. Last year we lost in the first round of the playoffs on a buzzer beater.
Yep.
Worst type of way. Our center actually blocked it, but it still ricocheted in.
Damn.
So yeah, we lost on that. I wasn't really able to play my best game that game. Broke my hand. So not entirely, just my thumb. But this year we're back. I'm basically healthy this year. My thumb is still a little messed up, I elected not to have surgery. That's why. But still confident about this season. I'm ready to go. And like I said, sorry, Mavericks just beat the Lakers with no Luka, no Kyrie, no Gafford.
That's what's up. Nice.
Needed this one badly.
No Kyrie with the disc in his back, and no Luka. Nope. Oh yeah. I Lakers fans are not gonna hear that in this.
Oh no. Some Laker fans are getting ready to hear from me as soon as we're done here. But yeah, like I said, man, our season's coming up. Last year, Phil gave us some little challenges. Let's see if I can find them. I might still have mine. I do know last year I ended up having a 50, 40, 90 season. I did average the over on his points that he asked for me, and over on all percentages, obviously. I said 50, 40, 90. I had a 50, 40, 100 season. I don't say that.
Nice.
I think TJ finished all of his over averages. The only thing I didn't finish over was assists, actually. I'm sorry. I was supposed to average 1 assist at the end. I don't pass. I don't know what else really Phil wants me to say here, man. I'm ready to go. That's why I got the jersey on right now, man. First game is Saturday. I'm locked in right now. I'm actually gonna head to the gym as soon as we're done here. Get a little workout in. I'm in the gym the rest of the week, basically. Only off day is Thursday. And yeah, man, I'm ready to go.
Nice. Well, I wish you luck on the season, Elijah. You're gonna kill it. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
So for me, yeah, me and John are gonna have some goals for just like last year for TJ and Elijah. The first one is whoever gets 20 points first in the game gets a jersey paid for by myself and John. So best of luck to you and TJ on that. And we'll probably think of some season goals as well before the year starts for them in a couple days on our off time. So hey,
I still think Elijah should pass, but I mean that's just me. He would be amazing LeBron James, but whatever.
He's a shooter. The only thing the only time he has to pass is if he's covered and just dish it off to the next person.
I'm just saying.
So funny thing about it is, yeah, John, I actually used to be very passive. I used to really try to share the wealth. I got yelled at a lot for doing that.
Straight up?
My job is if I have any daylight to let it fly.
I hear that.
That's literally what I've been told.
That's crazy how people don't respect the mind, though. I feel like you could see someone, you know what I mean? Like a no look, you know what I mean? Just a little dish off.
Well, in my mind, what it is I would pass up a shot. Like I'd have a semi-open shot, but I'd see somebody else who's also a little more open than me, and my mind would be to give them the ball.
Yeah, better shot. Yeah,
but that other it's a better shot percentage-wise, probably.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the Sports Center Science or whatever. Remember that got into my head a little bit.
That's what's up.
Realistically, it's not a better shot because they're not a shooter or as good as a shooter as me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's literally just the problem. So
yeah,
I'm now told that they prefer it if I never pass. They just want, if I have any bit of daylight, let it fly.
Yep. So he's probably one of the best shooters, like stat wise. So
sure, yeah.
Probably why?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I hear that.
Okay. So yeah, from we're not going to do the outro except I'm just going to call it there. I'm just going to press end live, whatever. But for me, hey, 2025 is here. We have a lot of things planned. Me and Elijah have a WWE Awards show coming up as well that we're going to try to get together. NFL playoffs are here. We're going to go over that as well. And then NBA is almost halfway done as well. So, hey, a lot of different stuff. We brought back watch parties, I believe, this past week. I went live for the Raw on Netflix debut. A lot of good things happened there. A lot of stars were there. So, yeah, some playoff games, some NFL games. We'll see what happens with the watch parties. We might bring back playback as well. So stay tuned. Check out all the socials for any more news and updates. Check out the audio for all the podcasts if you want to listen. Check out our gaming channel. Check out our podcast channel, this one. Like, comment, subscribe, put a notification so you know when we go live for all these type of things. And with that being said, that has been the pod from me, John and Elijah, and we'll see you Thursday for NBA. Deuces.
Peace.